So now comes the implementation of stack. So the stack should have a functionality called push, in which I should be able to put the data, and it has a functionality called pop, which will return the data, and it has a functionality called peek. So stack is a data structure, and I have to implement it. And how do I implement it? I implement it using my old existing data structure, right? So in this, let's try to see if I have to use an array, how can I implement a stack? So suppose this is an array. Index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Size of the array is 7. Okay, and basically I have two operation, pop and push. Okay, suppose initially the first time I am pushing say 1. So as soon as I pushed 1, I go and store 1 here. Then I push 2 again, so I put 2 here. Then I push 3 again, I put 3 here. Okay, and then I have to pop. So I first time I call pop again. Okay, this 3 should come out. So this will result into the 3. So now this place has become blank now. Okay, this is not, the 3 is no more available in the array. Then and I again call a pop now. So now 2 will come out from here, and this space will again get clear, right? So similarly, what I'm seeing is that when if I'm using array as a data structure to implement push and the pop, both the push operation and both the pop operation are happening on the same side of the array, right? So let's try to see the code of it, that how we can write the code and implement this. So again, everything in the Java is a class. So I'll try to implement in the Java, which is common for everyone, and you guys can feel free to convert into the language of your choice. Okay. So I define a class called stack, and then underlying data structure that I want to use to store the stack is array. So I define something called int array, and then I define something called capacity. So I have to define what is the capacity of the state, what is the maximum element that it can store, and I also need to store what is the current index of the element where it is getting inserted. So I define a constructor here. And then let's try to define the method. But before that, let me define few helper method like public, boolean. What should I write inside this? When will I say that my stack is empty? What should I write inside this, guys? Help me with the code.
A few moments later.
See, what I'm doing is that index is -1 in the beginning, right? So what I'm saying is that I'm using an array to indicate to store the elements in the stack. Okay, this is my index that I am using to track it, right? So first element will go into the 0 position, second 1, 2. To start with, the value of I in the beginning is -1. So if the value of I is not equal to -1, it means that there is some element in the array. So what is the time complexity of this one?
We go off 1.
It should be a constant time, right? We are not doing anything. We are just checking whether the index value is equal to -1 or not. So it will take constant time, so the time complexity is a constant. Okay. Another method, quickly. Public boolean is. What should we write for checking if the array if the stack is full or not? How can I say that?
If top of the array is equal to length of the array.
So for example, if I keep on filling the elements here, so suppose in this, if I suppose have filled 5, 6, 1, 7, 8, 4, and suppose 3. This is the state when I have all the element filled, and I say that this is the full capacity, right? In this case, if I want to find the top, there's nothing called top, but there's a method called peak which you can have in the stack. So when you do a peak, it will return you 3. Now you get this, but how can you know with this that this is full?
Sir, index of the peak. I mean,
Index of the peak. Okay, index of the peak is equal to
6.
index of peak equals to 6. Then I say it is a full. Very nice. So what I can do is here, I can just do return index is equals to capacity. If this is the case, then I can say that the stack is full. So for example, in this case, capacity was equal to 7, and here the value of I is 6. So 6 is equals to 7 minus 1, and this is correct. So this is in a full state right now, right? So I say that it is a full. It is a full capacity. Perfect. So these are the auxiliary helper method. Now let's come to the main method. So public void. Tell me, what should be the first line of code that I should write inside for the push?
I will check the peak, sir, first, whether it is like completely overflow condition.
Okay, check if it's already. Now, since we guys are, a seasoned developer, everyone is having a work X, right? This is the expected thing that, whenever you are writing any method, you should definitely check for a boundary condition first. So before inserting any data into a stack, we should first check whether it's already full or not, right? So I check is, in that case, I should maybe throw some exception. If it is not the case, in that case, what we do?
Increment the value of I and just put the value of.
And I do index. Now push, I have to add data, right? So I do data. What should we do here? Should we do index plus plus, or should I do plus plus index equals to data? What is the correct statement in the line number 36? Either the first one or the second one. Which one should be the correct?
Second one, sir, plus plus index.
Okay. Why? What is the difference between these two?
Sir, in first case, it will increment later after just putting the value of data into that index. So in that case, let's suppose number is starting from -1. And first I have to increment the index to 0, and then I will put the value in A of 0.
Correct. Very nice. So basically, the index is holding the current position, right? Suppose this is a new array which I'm using for showing the stack. At this stage, the value of the index is equal to 1, right? So next time when I have to push, say I have to push 2, right? So basically, I have to add data here, right? So for that, I have to first increment I. So I have to first make I equals to 2. I have to store the value of data here to say like 90. So to do this, we do plus plus I means you increment first, and I plus plus it means you do and do and then increment. So this is the difference between these two. So I think the second one is right. Very nice. Similarly, if I have to do if I have to pop an element, what should we do in this case?
You should check whether it's whether it's having element or not.
Very nice. Empty check. Because if there's no element, then it should throw me some error to know that there is no element. So if is empty. Now you tell me, I have to do minus minus. Should it be before index or it should be after the index? Should I write here like this or like this?
So what is data here? Why you are using data? I mean, in POP official.
Hey, sorry, I'm really sorry. Yeah, so you're right. So basically, we have to first find the value at that index. So that is why I first don't decrement it. First, I get the value at that index. And once I get the value from that index, after that, I'm decrementing the value of the index. So in this case, this will be index minus. If somebody is having any confusion, they can just play a safer role. They can do just they just do this. They can do this, and after this, x is equal to like -1, and this they can store in some value into result, and then finally they can return result. This is exactly same what we did in a single line of code. But if someone is having a confusion in that, they can definitely do this way. But I think that is a more better way is this one. Return, simply do return. Now you tell me, what is the time complexity of this push operation here?
Order of 1.
Order of 1. Why 1? Can you justify your answer? You are right, but why 1?
Sir, we are just checking the value at top, right?
Yes, because we know the index, and in the array, the beauty of the array data structure is that if I know the index, I can look up that value in a constant time. So I know what index I have to look the value. What is the time complexity of pop?
Same case here. Order of 1.
Order of 1. Okay. So this is push and this is pop. Both is one order of O of 1. Okay. Cool. So now we have got a first implementation of a stack in which the underlying data structure is array. Very nice. Cool.